Friends, today we are taking a break from capacitor discussion. Now I am discussing a very important and interesting concept in the collision process. Okay, that is under a topic called maximum angle of deflection in an elastic collision. So, in a two-dimensional elastic collision between two particles, what is the maximum possible angle of deflection of both the particles? Is not a single particle. You might have been asked even J advanced, so they asked one at rest, one is a particle having a slight bigger mass, it comes and collides with the particle at rest which has a smaller mass. Now what is the maximum deflection angle of the projectile particle? Yes or no? So, but now I am making a bit more generalized here. So, see the question. Two particles A and B, mass 2 kg and 3 kg. You see, A mass is less than B mass. But what question normally they ask? One is at rest and the other one, suppose B is at rest, other should be coming towards B and having a bigger mass than B. That type of question, but I am not giving any such constraint here. So two particles A and B, mass 2 kg, 3 kg respectively, are moving along x-axis. A is following B. Okay. So A's velocity is 5 meter per second and B's velocity is 2 meter per second. Obviously, A will come and collide with B because they are moving along x. A is following B and having a bigger velocity than B. So A collides elastically with B. That elastically is very important. In a two-dimensional collision, it's not a head-on collision, a two-dimensional collision, and that is in XY plane. Find the maximum possible deflection angle of both the particles, maximum possible. We can solve it most easily. The easiest way to solve the above question is to solve in the center of mass reference frame in a graphical manner. Let us see what it is. What concept I am using here? That means these 2 points should be proven earlier. Total momentum in the center of mass reference frame is 0. That means if center of mass is the origin of my reference frame, I fix my origin on the center of mass, then the of the system particle, then the total moment of the system particle must be 0. That's why center of mass reference frame is known as zero momentum reference frame. This is point number 1. This concept I am using. What is the second concept I am using? In elastic collision between two bodies, elastic collision between two bodies, in center of mass reference frame are equal. Sorry, let me see. I have forgotten to write this. I'll write this as are equal in COM reference frame. Elastic collision between two bodies, the speeds of each particle before and after collision. Suppose particle A is coming with some speed in the center of mass reference frame before collision. After collision, it will have the same speed also in elastic collision. Okay. Similarly, B speed also before and after collision should be same speeds. This also has to be proven. Elastic collision with respect in the center of mass reference frame. These two are important. So ground reference frame, I have drawn the diagram now. A is coming with VA, B is moving with VB. Both are in I cap direction, both along x-axis. So this 5 I cap, VV is 2 I cap, VA is 5 I cap, MA is 2 kg, MBB is 3 kg. Let me show the symbols used here. V is the velocity in the ground frame before collision. U is velocity in center of mass reference frame before collision. V dash is the velocity in ground frame after collision. After collision, one I am using the dash. So better I use the vector symbol. Okay. So V dash is velocity in the ground frame after collision. U dash is the velocity in COM reference, center of mass reference frame after collision. After means dash. Before means without any prime. Okay. V is ground, U is center of mass reference. That's the member. So what is the VCM here? But as you know, MAVA bar plus MBVB bar divided by MA plus MB is the VC with respect to ground. Center of mass moves with a velocity VCM given by this 2 into 5 plus 3 into 2, that is 10 plus 6, 16 by 5, 3.2 I cap meter per second. So UA is how much with respect to center of mass? That is VA minus VCM, 5 I cap minus 3 by 3.2 I cap, so 1.8 I cap meter per second. Similarly, UB, that is U means with respect to center of mass. That is how much? VB minus VCM, that is 2 minus 3.2, so 1.2 minus I cap direction. So I am showing it in this diagram. This is center of mass reference frame C. So this is coming UA, this is coming UB. Okay, this is 1.8, this is 1.2 minus I cap, the arrow mark is to the left. Okay, now center of mass is my origin. That C is the origin now. So now you come here. After the collision, just see, after collision, in one typical case, A will come and deflect like this with how much? UA dash. Similarly, B comes with UB and deflects with UB dash. But the UA dash bar and UB dash bar, they must be opposite to each other because momentum must be 0. If there are some other angle other than 180, then the vector sum will not be added to 0. Okay. So you may say, why this direction? Why not this direction UA dash? Yes, that is possible. Then UB bar will be in the opposite direction. So there are infinite possible directions for UA dash as well as corresponding UB dash. That's what I'm writing here. So UA dash can be in any direction and UB dash must be in opposite direction to UA dash to keep the momentum with respect to CM equal to 0. So then what is the VA? This is VA dash actually after. VA is with respect to ground. So UA dash plus BC will give you VA dash. VA means velocity to respect, already I given you. What is the V? Just check if in case you are forgetting. V is the velocity of ground frame. So this is the velocity to respect center of mass. This is the velocity of center of mass. So if I add them vectorially, I get V bar. So for A and B, I'm writing both. So UA dash bar plus VC bar is VA dash bar. So similarly, UB dash bar plus VC bar is VB dash bar. So now come to the diagram. All this I know. UA dash bar is 1.8 meter per second magnitude. UB dash bar is 1.2 meter per second magnitude. VC bar magnitude is 3.2 meter per second. I first draw a horizontal line depicting VC bar. That line is OP with an arrow mark. So that is the representing, OP represents the, first we draw a straight line representing VC. Straight line, that straight line I am writing the name also OP. OP bar representing VC bar. That means that such a scale I have to choose in the graph. So that OP is proportional to 3.2 meter per second. Okay. Right. Next, we draw a semicircle of radius proportional to 1.8 meter second. Already I have done a straight line proportional to 3.2. So corresponding to 8.2 proportional to a length I'll choose and draw a semicircle with P at the center. With the arrow mark at the center at the head of VC, that is point P. So a semicircle मैंने draw किया. The radius represents the 1.8 meter per second. Similarly, one more semicircle मैंने draw किया. इसका radius represents the 1.2 meter per second. This is for UB dash. Okay. So how to find the V? This is VC bar. This is UA dash bar. So if I vectorially R, I get VA bar. Okay. So how many VA bars will be possible? Infinite number. If UA bar is infinite number possible, then corresponding VA bar also be infinite possible. But which VA bar will make a maximum angle with the VC bar, that is with respect to the x-axis, because the VC bar is along x-axis only. VC bar is along x-axis. So which VA bar will make maximum angle with x-axis, that is with the VC bar? Which one is the tangent to this? Yes or no? Because many VA bars are possible. Many VA dash bars are possible. Dash means after collision. So which VA dash bar will make maximum angle of deflection, deviation from the x-axis, original direction of motion? The one which is tangent to the circle. Others will be making smaller angle. So the tangent means 90 degree. So sin theta A max will be this magnitude UA bar magnitude by VC bar magnitude. That's what I wrote. So sin theta max is UA dash magnitude by VC magnitude. That is 1.8 by 3.2, 9 by 16. Similarly, for B, you can use this one, which this is the V bar. Which VB dash bar will make maximum angle with the original direction of motion. This original direction of motion, VC direction, the original direction of motion. So which VB bar, so many VB bars, I am dotted lines here, so showing so many VB bars. So which VB bar will make the maximum angle of deviation from the original motion direction? This VB bar, VB dash bar, which is tangent to this lower semicircle. So that is theta B maximum. So that is, this is 90 degrees. So sin theta maximum is UB bar, UB dash bar magnitude by VC magnitude. That is 1.2 by 3.2. That is second one. Sin theta B max is UB bar, UB dash bar magnitude by VC magnitude. That is 1.2 by 3.2, 3 by 8. So now we have found out easily the maximum possible angle of deflection for A and B, both particles. So that's what I've written here in the words. VA bar, VA dash bar, VB dash bar, which are tangential to the respective semicircles, represent the maximum deflecting velocity vectors after collision. They are maximum deflecting velocity vectors. Okay. And their magnitudes also you can find out, because this is not asking in the question, but they ask find the maximum deflection of A and what is the corresponding magnitude. The corresponding magnitude will be the VC I know, this I know. So this 3.2 square minus 1.8 square root over will be giving you the VA dash bar, that is after collision velocity respect to ground of A will be that. So this very simple solution, very simplified, corresponding to the in comparison to the other methods. Am I clear? So here last year J Advanced asked some question like this. This is much simpler. They asked a simpler question than this. They never asked the deflection of this B and they also kept the B at rest. So, but anyway, this problem, same problem could have solved in this method also. Absolutely no issues. But there is no requirement here to make the mass of A greater than B. Rather, I have chosen the mass of A in the question less than B. Yes or no? Just see this 2 kg and B is 3 kg. So, are you understanding this? I think this is a very crucial point I wanted to make, because you might not have done in this way this type of questions. This particular type of question, both the deflection angles you want to find out, you might not have done. So if you have not done, don't worry, now you know how to do this. Make note, likha hai isme. When A deflects by maximum, B deflects less than maximum, and when B deflects maximum, A deflects less than maximum. Why? Just see this diagram. Now this is the maximum deflection for A. That time UA is this dotted line. That time UB must be opposite to that. That in that case, theta B will not be maximum. When theta B is maximum, this is the UB dash vector, then UA dash vector should be opposite to that. So that will not correspond to the maximum deflection of A. So this is exactly the point I have written here. Because why? Because UA bar dash and UB bar dash, UB dash bar and UA dash bar, they must be anti-parallel always, because with respect to center of mass, momentum net should be must be 0. Am I clear? Okay. So sin theta B max how much? Sin theta I max how much? 1.8 by 3.9 by 16. So it will be almost be 34 degree, 34.2 degree or whatever. So theta B max will be how much? 3 by 8 sin theta B max. So sin inverse 3 by 8 will be almost 22 degree. So like this. So maximum angle by which under that data which I have given, A will deflect maximum by 34 degree from the original motion direction, and B will deflect maximum 22 degree from the original direction of motion. You can, so this approach you can practice a bit, and if you have understood this, very good. If you have not understood this, also go again and again, and the in the specific situation you can contact me also. So I think this is a much simple thing to understand. But these two points I made under the concept I used, this 1 and 2, total momentum in center of mass reference is 0, that is COM reference frame is known as 0 momentum reference, and 2, in elastic collision between the two bodies, the speeds of each particle before and after collision are equal in center of mass reference frame. This I have used, is a very typical case. Yes, whatever the UA I have used, UA is how much? 1.8, UB is 1.2. Same UA dash, UB dash I have used 1.8, 1.2 in this case also. Understood this? Because elastic collision, and with respect to center of mass, I am taking the speed before and after collision. So UA magnitude must be equal to UA bar, UA dash magnitude, and similarly UB magnitude should be UB dash magnitude used with respect to center of mass for A and B both. Okay. So thank you. Thank you for your attention. I'll come with similar important and interesting questions again. So be attentive, subscribe to the channel, try to get maximum benefit out of our discussion. You can go through this again also if you are feeling any difficulty. Thank you. Have a nice time.